Really picked a winner on this one. Alright guys, well I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Bought a new car. And it's not what you expect. It's I've never owned one. I've never even had the desire to own one. But here it is. So this is my new to me 2000 Ford Mustang GT. I picked this up last Thursday, or this past Thursday, and yeah, it needs some work. I haven't touched the car since then, because I wanted you guys to see the state it was left in when the seller was showing it to me. But first we're going to go around the outside and look at it. So right off the bat you can see this hideous blue, white, and silver star on the side instead of the GT emblem. That's the first thing that's got to go. The body is in pretty decent shape. I mean, there's no big dents or anything like that. Yeah, so this looks pretty good until you get to here. Now I don't know if you can see that, and I don't know what he was trying to do with that, but that's definitely going to have to be sanded down and resprayed, along with the bumper. This side, don't mind the grass because I was weed eating. This side's good as well. As far as the sides, there's a little, I don't know what that is right there. And then there's this cowl induction hood. And let's check out this gap. Starts off nice there, and it just keeps getting wider and wider. So that's definitely going to come off, and I'm going to try and find a stock hood for it. He did put a it looks like a 2001 Cobra front end on it. He told me the front end came off a wrecked car. I don't know why you would replace a bumper that was good with a wrecked bumper. It's got a crack there, but other than that it's okay. A little spot of rust on the fender there, but you can just replace the fender and be fine. Another thing that's a little odd is I guess he doesn't know what the toge is. If you don't know, it's pretty much like little windy roads in Japan where people like learn to drift on. But the wheels on this car are Motegi Racing toge rims. I don't know why he would put a Japanese, so to speak, wheel on an American car. I don't know. So yeah, that's the outside. So now I'm going to take you on a little journey on the inside. So just, this is where it gets kind of ugly. I just can't get over the state this guy left the car in, knowing I was coming to look at it. Mind you, I drove 5 hours to get it. Now I know what you're saying. What don't they have them in Myrtle Beach? Like, doesn't anyone sell them? Couldn't you find one closer? No, not really. I messaged so many people about, I found a bunch of them, messaged people on, you know, Facebook Messenger and Craigslist, whatnot. Not one of them got back to me except for this guy. So I don't know, but The inside is just, I don't know what he was thinking, but here it is. Look at this. Like, if you're showing somebody a vehicle, getting ready to sell it, you want to sell it, would you leave like cookie crumbs and cement dust in there? And look, like, how does this kind of stuff happen? Like, what do you have to do to a vehicle for that to come off? What? Yeah, let's keep that on there. Like, what's this guy doing? Like, going through sand dunes? Look at all that. So that's what I first saw when I opened the door. And then this is the best part here. This dash. He completely butchered it. Why would you do that? He's trying to fit in this touchscreen, which is all glued to shit. Look at this. Like, if you're doing this to a vehicle, you just need to stop. I mean, I'm not the best when it comes to keeping a vehicle clean or whatnot, but look at this. Look, here, look, he used drywall screws that aren't even holding anything in. He just... So yeah, I got a lot of work to do. But I do have to say, the seats are in really good condition. There's no tears in them. It had that cheap, horrible 5% tint on it I took off because I couldn't see anything as I was driving home. Headliner's in good shape. Everything else is in great shape. But look, I mean, what? I don't know what he was trying to do with that. This is kind of, this doesn't close for some reason. I don't know why. It's just like, it's just a mess. Like, I just recently sold my Yukon, and before selling it, I detailed the crap out of it just to make a good impression. It's just, this is just gross. Like, why would you just let your vehicle like this? I don't know. It's weird. Just weird to me. Glove compartment. It does have the SCT tuner, which was cool. I've never. Oh, that's something new. I didn't know that was there. Trunk release. We'll look. Go look at the trunk. How about, Olivia? You need to get out until I clean this. Come on. We gotta clean out the inside before you climb around in it. Let's see what's in the trunk here. So he did leave me some new tail lights because I guess he tried to tint those. Those look much better, I think. I guess he had a speaker system in here too, so the trunk's all torn apart. No spare tire. So yeah, first steps with this car is get all the rock quarry out from there and make it, you know, to where my kids are allowed in it. And probably sanitize it with some Clorox wipes because I'm sure there's, I don't know, I'm sure there's a bunch of diseases floating around in there. Oh, well, I guess that's enough. That's enough. Show you under the hood too. Lucas! This is Lucas's favorite part. So obviously the hood leaks, I guess, from the hood pit, the holes from the hood pins. does have a little bit of work done to it, not much. Supposedly, it's got bigger injectors in it. I don't know what size. He didn't know either. It's got different coils in there. I can't really tell what kind they are. It's got this intake with, you know, this added rust feature, probably from the hood pins leaking onto the filter. So I'm sure the mass airflow is happy. But see, this is the thing that really takes the cake. Like I just said, I drove 5 hours to see this vehicle. Before leaving, I texted the guy and I asked him specifically, before I drive 5 hours to come look at this, is there anything about the car I should know about? No. Everything works, everything's fine. I have the messages to prove it, but I won't put it out there to give up the guy's name and whatnot. So, you know, obviously first thing I see is this mess in here. And I just kind of gave the guy a look like, really? So then I take it on a test drive. It's hot out, so I crank the air. The air doesn't work. So I get back and I tell him, like, dude, does the air not work? No, man. Well, that would have been nice to know before I drove 5 hours. But anyway, so hopefully it's just needs a recharge and whatnot. But yeah, that's the car. I wanted to show you guys the state it was in when I bought it. So now I'm going to, you know, clean it up, and once I get it cleaned up, I'll let my son get in there and enjoy it with me. So I know you're probably thinking, why would I get a car like this? Why would I get a new Edge Mustang, a 2-valve Mustang? Well, I mean, to be honest with you, they're affordable, they're easy to work on, they make some power, I guess. But I'll show you the real reason, and this is it. This book. This is the reason why I bought this car. This particular book, as you can see, has seen better days. My son has had this book since he was 2, basically. He's 6 now, and he has looked at this book, I kid you not, just about every day since he was 2. He knows every car in this book. So when I sold the Yukon, we were trying to figure out what kind of car to get. I was looking at, to be honest with you, a Mazda Speed 6. So basically, my son loves muscle cars. His favorite is a Challenger. Unfortunately, I don't have Challenger money, new Challenger money, or old Challenger money for that matter. His second choice, his second favorite, is a Mustang. So yeah, that's the reason why I got this car. I got this car for me and him to tinker with. And just the look on his face when he first saw it was priceless. It made it all worthwhile. So yeah, so now we're gonna get to cleaning this thing out, vacuuming it out with the shop vac, and just making it, you know, presentable. All right, I just took the mat out, and just look at all the rocks. Again, knowing that somebody is coming to take a look at this car. Needless to say, I didn't pay what we agreed upon before I went up there. rocks! I really probably should take the seats out, but it's too hot. Now, you're probably wondering what's happening with the Conquest. It's still here. It's turned into a shelf. Just like every major project car does from time to time. But it's not going nowhere, don't worry. We're still doing the standalone. I just needed something to drive to replace the Yukon, so it's getting a little better. It's vacuumed, at least on the driver's side. So now I gotta vacuum the back and then the passenger side. Another example of just not caring at all. Turned on the vacuum, stuck it underneath the seat, and it sucked up a Doritos bag or Sun Chips. Like, and back here, Propel. That don't look like Propel. I don't know what that is. Disgusting. You know something? I just was looking at this Sun Chips bag. Normally they don't have a hole in it like that. So I'm betting at one point in time there was probably a mouse or something in this vehicle. Oh well. I had to get this car because if I left it in that guy's hands, it's just, I don't know, it's just unthinkable what it could have looked like. Alright, so I've started working on the passenger side. The front wasn't as bad as the driver's side, but I pushed the seat forward to vacuum under in the back, and just look at this filth. Fuck, hey, I don't even want to touch it. It looks like some kind of mustard or barbecue sauce packet. Oh, it's mustard. There it is. A safety pin, and just like, I just don't understand, people. Come on, like, this is disgusting. And this is what you show somebody to buy it, and of course I bought it. It's here, but I mean, have a little more respect than that. I probably would have paid more for it if it was clean. So I just noticed something on the hood pins. It's only one screw holding the hood pins on each side. Well, maybe two. Like, I don't get it. Anyway, inside is pretty clean now. I don't know, it still feels dirty. Like, I vacuumed it and I wiped it down with some Clorox wipes. I know you're probably not supposed to use that on interior, but this was just gross. But got all the rocks out. That's all that matters. So I sprayed off the outside with the help of two little kids and cleaned up pretty good. Eventually I'm going to bring it into the garage, not today, and buff it. But one thing I do have to do, I gotta get those things off. It's hideous. So I'm gonna start it up real quick, see if I can get some Freon in it so I can take everyone for a spin around the block so they're not, you know, dying of heat stroke. It does have Flowmasters on it, so it is a little bit loud, and he didn't extend the pipe to the back of the car. The mufflers end like right below the back seat, but anyway, this is how it sounds. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of what you think of the car. Like I said before, this is my very first Mustang. I never thought about owning one before. I was always a closet Mustang liker, I guess, enthusiast, but I never really got into them. But I mean, so far it's pretty cool. Tomorrow I'm gonna take it to Randall's house and get his reaction to it, because he has yet to see it. I'll probably let him drive it too. I mean, he knows more about Mustangs than I do, because his dad is like a Mustang guru. So Randall's kind of grew up with them. He knows a lot more than I do, but I'm not saying that's a lot. But yeah, like I said, this is gonna wrap it up for this one. I'm happy with the purchase. The kids are happy. Lucas is ecstatic. I'm excited to see what we can do with it. I'm not gonna go crazy with the build or anything like that. I'm just gonna probably fix up some cosmetic things and change up a couple things about the motor, but this is pretty much it as it stands. So thank you so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button. We can't do this without you. Thank you so much. Peace.